Good evening, everyone. My name is Kevin Scoble. I am the Chief Administrative Officer for the City of St. Albert, and it is my honor to begin the inauguration ceremony for the candidates selected to serve on the Council of the City of St. Albert for the 2021 to 2025 term. I would like to acknowledge and welcome all our invited guests this evening and all members of the public who are watching this ceremony on YouTube. I am pleased to acknowledge that in addition to the honored participants from the Indigenous community, who you will meet shortly, we are also joined this evening by our local Member of Parliament, Michael Cooper, and our local members of the Legislative Assembly, Dale Nally and Marie Renault. Ms. Renault is here in person, and Mr. Nally and Mr. Cooper are participating virtually. At this time, I'd like to invite Mayor-elect Herron to come forward.
You will see a lot of Brittany running out to wipe the mic every time we change positions. So thank you for joining us, everyone. I'm going to start with what is probably one of the more important parts of our ceremony tonight, and that is our land acknowledgement. So we respectfully acknowledge that we are in Treaty 6 territory, traditional lands of the First Nations and Métis peoples. As treaty people, Indigenous and non-Indigenous, we share the responsibility for stewardship of this beautiful land. So I need to grab some tobacco. And Ryan, I'm going to invite you up. Where did Ryan go? I'm going to invite. So I'm offering you some tobacco. Thank you for joining us today and giving us a blessing for this new term and a new future for City Council. Thank you. And then I'll give you the mic. You have to let Brittany.
Sanitize. In my culture, it's customary that I don't use the mic. I will ask for a blessing, not only for all of us, St. Albertans. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan. Many people in St. Albert know Ryan Arcand, Elder Ryan Arcand. Thank you so much for joining us. We also have another elder with us, Gary Gardner. You can invite him up. So I will offer you tobacco as well, Gary, for joining us. Thank you so much. The blessing you're going to give us is going to set our term on a good path. So thank you. Go ahead.
Good evening. Definitely an honor to be here there on this auspicious occasion. Creator, each of us in our own way, from our own traditions, would invoke your presence with us here tonight as we gather on this ceremonious occasion. In your wisdom, loving God, you have set us within families. You have gathered families into communities, and communities that combine to make us strong. We are thankful for the people of the communities of St. Albert, and we are grateful for those individuals who have come forward to serve in elected positions. On their behalf, bless all the councillors and mayor as they take the oath of office. With these solemn words come a public trust. So we pray that you could confirm in them a commitment to what is true, what is right, and what is fair. Endow them with both wisdom and humility. And along with the councillors and mayor and the administrative staff, inspire them that they may lead us through renewing ties of mutual respect which form our civic life. Fill them all with renewed commitment to work for the people of our city. Deliver them from the political pessimism that so afflicts our age. Keep them attuned to the highest standards of public service. Grant them vision to work for goals and purposes larger than themselves, and give them the energy and zeal to carry the vision forward. Blessed are you, O Lord our God, for you have set them within communities and called them to promote the common good. Hi, hi.
Thank you. So you can tell by Gary's Elder Gardner sash, he's with our Métis community, and Ryan is our First Nations community. So we're so blessed to have both of you here. Appreciate all the words. Thank you so much. It says Chief Administrative Officer next. It's just an introduction to Michael. Do you want me to do it? Okay.
So at this time, I will invite MP Cooper to bring greetings.
Thank you very much, and good evening. It's an honor to be with you virtually this evening as you begin a new term of council. I very much wish I could have been there in person. I'm here on Parliament Hill in my parliamentary office as I'm being sworn in for a third term tomorrow afternoon. I want to take this opportunity to congratulate Mayor Herron, as well as Councillors Broadhead, Hughes, Jolly, and McKay on your well-deserved re-election, as well as to welcome our new councillors, Hermansky and Killock. I know it was a hard-fought campaign for all candidates in the recent election. Putting one's name on a ballot is not easy. Serving as an elected official is not easy. It is a major commitment not only as an elected official, but to all of your families for their sacrifice. And so I want to acknowledge your commitment to public service and your commitment to our community and your commitment to making St. Albert an even greater community to live in. And let me just say that as the Member of Parliament over the past 6 years, I have enjoyed the fact that we have had, in general, a collaborative relationship between my office and council. And I have every confidence that that spirit of collaboration will continue with this council. So congratulations to everyone. I look forward to working with you and wish you all the best as you embark on this new term. Thank you.
Thank you, MP Cooper. I will now invite MLA Nally to bring greetings.
Good evening, everybody. And thank you for having me here today. I wish I could be with you, but we're both sitting in session right now. And on top of that, I've got Treasury Board commitment as well. So I'm going back and forth between 3 spots. But this was important for me to be here. And I wanted to thank you for having me. I bring greetings on behalf of the government. Representing your neighbors and peers in a democratic forum is one of the highest honors that we can have as members of a democratic society. Public service in itself is a complete honor. And with that honor comes the responsibility to fairly and accurately speak and act on behalf of thousands of individuals, not just those that voted for you, but of course all residents of St. Albert. And I know that everyone here today that that is going to be joining council is certainly up to that task. I'd like to congratulate the mayor and council, not just on your election and your re-election, but on well-fought campaigns. So congratulations, everyone, and I look forward to working with you.
Thank you, MLA Nally. At this time, I'll invite MLA Renaud to come forward and bring greetings.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be here this evening, and unlike MLA Nally, I was able to find a sub, but it's great to see you both as well. Congratulations to all of the re-elected members and all of the newly elected members. Public service is incredibly rewarding, very time-consuming, and I have no doubt that this will be an amazing council. There are a number of challenges, huge challenges ahead of us, from recovering from COVID, in terms of our businesses, our health, our community, as well as existential threats like climate change. And I have no doubt that this council will pull together, as it has before, to do the important work that they need to do. So on behalf of all of my colleagues from the Legislative Assembly of Alberta, my sincere congratulations, and I look forward to working with you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, MLA Renaud. I will now invite the Honorable Justice Kent Davidson of the Court of Queen's Bench and a former St. Albert councillor himself to come forward to administer to Mayor-elect Herron the oath of office and pledge to uphold and comply with the Council Code of Conduct.
Thank you all and welcome. It's a great honor and a privilege for me to be here tonight to have Her Worship the Mayor and all the members of City Council take the oath in front of me, an oath I once took in this very building some 30 years ago almost. The oath represents a very important transition from private to public life, reminding all of us that in assuming the public trust, one becomes public property with onerous and solemn responsibilities to the people who have granted you this permission and indeed this great honor to serve them and their community. So, Madam Mayor, if you would, after me, I, Kathy Herron, swear that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability
Swear that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability
execute according to the law the office of Mayor of the City of St. Albert, Alberta.
the office of the Mayor of the City of St. Albert, Alberta.
So help me God.
So help me God.
And I pledge to uphold and comply with the Council Code of Conduct.
And I pledge to uphold and comply with the Council Code of Conduct.
I think you have some remarks.
Do I have remarks now?
No, that's right.
No, you're supposed to.
That's right.
Now.
I understand we have a presentation now, Mr. Scobie from Mr. Archon.
Where are we? Oh, yes, Ryan. Staff.
Mayor?
Oh, yes. We now have a presentation from Elder Gary. And I have gifts. Dan, is this when I give the blanket?
Oh, it's a great honor.
Can I put these on right now?
Yes, yeah.
Can I show them?
Yes, yes, by all means.
I've been complaining all day about the heels.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah, that's great.
And I have something for you.
Congratulations for the last term and for the next term and a great walk.
You're not done yet.
Read the script.
I should keep it with me. Oh, yes, Zach's coming. This is going to be the best part. So Zachary Willier is with us today. He's a Métis youth and a talented fiddler. I do have the tobacco up here for you because I remembered. So this is for you for asking me to put it in. Thank you, Joe. Take this with me.
Right now.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I think I remember that.
Okay. Well, can I take off my mask? That'll be all right. Take off my mask? Okay. Okay, so yeah, so thank you for having me. It's a very a high honor of mine to play some fiddle music and a very strong tradition of the Métis people. And yeah, so thank you, and congratulations to all the elected candidates and Mayor Herron as well. So thank you very much. Here's we call this the Métis National Anthem, the Red River Jig. Thank you very much.
I'm getting my steps in. Thank you so much, Zach, for performing for us and joining us here tonight.
Now I will administer the oath to each of the councillors-elect and the oath of office and pledge to uphold and comply with the City Council Code of Conduct. I'd like to call first, if I could, on Councillor Jolly. Constable Jolly, would you repeat after me? I, Councillor Jolly, swear that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability
Natalie Jolly solemnly affirm that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability
execute according to law
execute according to law
the office of Councillor of the City of St. Albert, Alberta.
the office of Councillor of the City of St. Albert, Alberta.
So help me God. And I pledge to uphold and comply with the Council Code of Conduct.
And I pledge to uphold and comply with the Council Code of Conduct.
You so affirm. Councillor Hughes. Please repeat after me. I, Sheena Hughes,
I, Sheena Hughes,
swear that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability
swear that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability
execute according to law the office of Councillor of the City of St. Albert, Alberta.
execute according to law the office of Councillor of the City of St. Albert, Alberta.
So help me God.
So help me God.
And I pledge to uphold and comply with the Council Code of Conduct.
And I pledge to uphold and comply with the Council Code of Conduct.
Councillor Broadhead. Councillor Broadhead, please state after me. I, Wes Broadhead,
I, Wes Broadhead,
swear that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability
swear that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability
execute according to law
execute according to law
the office of Councillor of the City of St. Albert, Alberta.
the office of Councillor of the City of St. Albert, Alberta.
So help me God.
So help me God.
And I pledge to uphold and comply with the Council Code of Conduct.
And I pledge to uphold and comply with the Council's Code of Conduct.
Colin Ken Mackay. Please repeat after me. I, Ken Mackay,
I, Ken Mackay,
swear that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability
swear that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability
execute according to law
execute according to law
the office of Councillor of the City of St. Albert, Alberta.
the office of Councillor of the City of St. Albert, Alberta.
So help me God.
So help me God.
And I pledge to uphold and comply with the Council Code of Conduct.
And I pledge to uphold and comply with the Council Code of Conduct.
Shelley Bermansky. Birmansky, if you could repeat after me. I, Shelley Birmansky,
I, Shelley Rumansky,
swear that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability
swear that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability,
execute according to law
execute according to law
the office of Councillor of the City of St. Albert, Alberta.
the office of Councillor of the City of St. Albert, Alberta.
So help me God.
So help me God.
And I pledge to uphold and comply with the Council Code of Conduct.
And I pledge to uphold and comply with the Council Code of Conduct.
Mr. Kelly. Mr. Killick, if you could repeat after me. I, Mike Killick,
I, Mike Killick,
swear that I will diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability
swear that I diligently, faithfully, and to the best of my ability
execute according to law
execute according to law
the office of Councillor of the City of St. Albert, Alberta.
the office of Councillor of the City of St. Albert, Alberta.
So help me God.
So help me God.
And I pledge to uphold and comply with the Council Code of Conduct.
And I pledge to uphold and comply with the Council Code of Conduct.
Thank you, Honorable Justice Davidson. So at this point, everyone please join me in giving all of our honored participants and your new mayor and councilors a hearty round of applause. I will now call on Mayor Herron to say a few words.
So today, we are celebrating the continued refresh of City Council, a new start for both council and the wonderful city that we have the sacred honor to represent. I can think of no better way to start this term than to connect with the Indigenous roots of our community. I would like to once again thank Zach Willier, Elder Gary Gardner, and Elder Ryan Arcand for performing a traditional smudging ceremony here in St. Albert Place, the fiddling and the blessings. This Indigenous ceremony focuses on cleansing the past and preparing for the future, a fitting start to Council's new term. I am humbled tonight to stand before you as mayor. I honor the trust residents have placed in both myself and the 6 city councilors elected alongside me. Our oath of office, sworn by each of us just a few minutes ago, affirms our commitment to the residents of our city and the beautiful lands for which we are all now caretakers. It is said that politics is a thankless job. It is a role of sacrifice and constant scrutiny, and it can be all-consuming, but there's a real reward in making a positive impact for your neighbors and your community. There are 2 people in this room that know this very well. Councillor Jackie Hansen and Ray Watkins are in attendance today. Both of you have given this city a tremendous gift, your time, your dedication, and the very best of yourselves. You left it all on the field, and you should be proud of the work you did. I am proud to have served with both of you and proud to call you my friends. I would like to take a moment to thank everyone involved in the election. 24 people ran for council and mayor. They put their names forward and accepted the scrutiny and oftentimes unnecessary personal criticism. It's never easy, so I'd like to acknowledge the bravery of those 24 people. There were hundreds of people who gave their time as volunteers or worked on the campaign or at polling stations. An election really is a celebration of our democracy. A council is defined by the challenges we face, and the first challenge was to win the election. Congratulations to each of you on your success, but starting today, every challenge we face will need to overcome together. We are no longer individual candidates. Today we are a council team, and our residents both demand and deserve our best collaborative efforts. It is time to shift gears from campaigning to governing. We must remember that we do not exclusively represent the people who voted for us. We don't even exclusively represent the 34% of residents who voted. We represent all 70-odd thousand residents within St. Albert, regardless of citizenship, race, color, gender, age, or religion. We also represent those yet to come, future newcomers and generations. St. Albert is an inclusive community that welcomes everyone, and our council must be mindful and respectful of that core belief. I'm eager to get started, to capitalize on the possibilities before us. This term, we have the potential to achieve some amazing things for our city, and I promise we will have an impact if we work together. The spirit of collaboration and respect begins with the mayor. I have made a point of reaching out to each councillor to arrange a private one-on-one meeting. So far, I've met with almost all of you. I wanted to identify our common goals, while also establishing the lines of communication between councillors and the mayor's office. I want to help each individual councillor identify their own personal goals and find those common ones. I'm here to support each and every one of you, and so you can achieve those goals. My leadership style is very simple. I strive to be straightforward, consistent, and approachable. I never ask more from my team than I'm willing to give myself. I keep my promises, commitments, and I put people first. The election season is a great time to get genuine feedback from residents. Open houses and surveys are all well and good during a term, but there is no more honest feedback than what we receive during a campaign. Input from St. Albert residents should not end at the election season, and this council will be the council to seek it out. I hope COVID will allow us to continue our barbecues in the park and work with Kevin and his staff to strengthen our authentic communications with residents. St. Albertans are smart, engaged, and they demand answers. Likewise, the power of social media is a resource that we can make better use of. It gives us the ability to share information, get feedback, and engage with our residents in a more immediate and genuine way than anything we've ever seen before. Residents can expect a lot of social media content over the next 4 years. I want our residents to feel informed and engaged with this council. So what other goals will we accomplish with this new council? Our strategic planning will be an opportunity to answer that as a team, but I can confidently predict that our primary objective will center around communication with our residents. It was made clear during the election that our residents want to be better informed, and it's up to us to fulfill that mandate. Cash flow will also need to be a key discussion. It will be up to this council to set the course. It is time to pick a lane. St. Albert has and continues to demand the best and highest levels of service for our residents. Reducing or canceling these services is something our residents continuously tell us is not an option. City expenses have historically been paid by property taxes, mostly residential, fees, fines, and of course, provincial grants. In recent years, the provincial grants have shrunk dramatically, and a trend that isn't likely to change. St. Albert has spent decades trying to increase our non-residential base to solve our cash flow problems. Yet despite reaching the elusive 80-20 tax split, the topic of taxes continues to be a point of concern for our residents. The question before us is, do we want traditional property taxes funding our services, or are we going to find new types of revenue? I have been elected for 11 years now, and I can honestly say that we have never really had to make that decision. So this council is going to be the one that has to be strong to take the steps needed to source that non-tax-based revenue. Are we going to accept the large tax increases to cover our costs? I hope not. There are things on the horizon that we cannot predict or prepare for. COVID, something we didn't predict in the last election, was our biggest issue last term. What will be ours? We cannot likely predict it. Right now, we have to focus on working together, because I'm confident these unknown challenges are going to test us and tax us. But it's these challenges where St. Albertans will be most proud of their choice of council. Our residents know that St. Albert's bright future relies upon each of us in honoring our past, our dedicated commitments to those who come next, and most importantly, on our determination to succeed together. That's the strength of this city. That's the message and the mission that we've all been given by the people we serve, and that's the mandate we all accept today. With our gratitude to the people of this wonderful city of St. Albert, ladies and gentlemen, I present your council for 2021-2025. It's time to get to work.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. So for our guests attending virtually, you may now leave this meeting. You may now leave this meeting and watch the organizational meeting online through our YouTube channel, which can be found on our website. This brings to a close the formal part of this evening's inaugural ceremony. The new council members will now move to council chambers for the organizational meeting. All other guests and honored participants are invited at this time to move to Progress Hall for an informal reception, and all the new council members will join you shortly when the organizational meeting is over. Thank you.
let's
And
do
so
this.
good at it.
So I'm calling to order Monday, November 1st, 2021, which is our organizational meeting. We have attendance. Everyone is here in person. Ken, why don't you do the adoption of the agenda just for the first? So
That the November 1st, 2021 agenda be adopted as presented.
all right, so I will now call for the vote. So Shelley and Mike, you'll see it pop up on your screen, yes or no. You cannot abstain. And then when Tamara sees that everyone has voted, she looks at me and gives me a nod, and then I close the voting, and then we get the results. So voting is closed. And that passes unanimously. We only have one item on the agenda, which is the organizational matters. But there are various motions. So why don't we do them one at a time? So why don't we do the establish the meeting schedule? And Councillor Hughes, did you want to make a motion?
Yeah, so I'll just do A and then we'll let somebody else do the other ones, I'm assuming. That's what we're,
So you're going to move
1A, right?
1A. Yeah.
That the schedule for regular meetings of the City Council, as shown in the 2021-2022 Council Committee Calendar, Monday version, attached the November 1st, 2021 Agenda Report entitled Organizational Matters be approved.
All right. Before I accept that motion, is there any questions of our administration? Seeing none, I'll accept them. Oh, go ahead, Councillor Jolly.
Yes, sir, Mayor, were we wanting to add the strategic planning sessions as a special council meeting at this time, or can that be done at a later date?
Good question. So the calendar does not have strategic planning. In the past, it always has.
It was my understanding that those dates have not yet been firmed up. Now, if they were firmed up, we can certainly add them, but that was what
Do
I was
we, Rand, do we know if strategic planning's in our calendar yet? Okay. So those are special council meetings generally, right? So I'll just have to do a call.
That's correct. There's nothing wrong with it not being there. I realize traditionally it is, but I didn't put it in when I prepared the calendar because I was told the dates simply haven't been firmed up yet. So.
Okay, so we'll do a special call or a call for a special council meeting sometime in February for strat planning, which will be a 2 days. The other thing is November 25th. That's not strat planning. That's still part of council orientation.
Yeah, that's my understanding. It's a pre-strategic planning session.
Okay, so we don't have to, it's not a special council meeting or anything? Okay. Any other questions, Councillor Jolly? Okay. All right, and seeing no more questions, Councillor Hughes, I'll accept your motion. Go ahead.
I think that this is what we had before, and I think that it's not broken, so there's no sense in fixing it differently, and I appreciate everything that's been brought forward.
Okay, any more comments? All right, I will call for the vote. Voting's closed.
No, I did the Monday version.
Yeah, she did.
Okay, so we need to change that.
Sorry, my mic's on the wrong side. I'm not used to it here.
We can switch.
I don't see anything.
You know what? They're both there. We voted on the Monday one.
Yeah, I think it's clear that you're
Yeah,
voting
it's
on
clear,
the
yeah.
Monday motion.
But you're right, they're both there when I look at previous votes. All right. Okay, Councillor Hughes, did you want to then do B and or do you want to?
I'm willing to share, or I'm willing to do
Okay,
it.
why don't we let everyone take a turn because it's first meeting. Councillor Jolly, do you want to do the next one?
That scheduled regular council meetings for the 2021 to 2022 council year will commence at 2 p.m. unless a different starting time for a meeting is determined at or before the time the agenda for that meeting is established pursuant to section 11.1 of the procedure bylaw.
All right, before I accept that motion, are there any questions? Seeing no questions, I accept the motion. Go ahead, Councillor Jolly. Any arguments?
No comments.
All right, call for the vote. Pardon? Voting's closed. Passes unanimously. Councillor Broadhead, you want to do one?
I've done lots. My Councillor Kellick or Councillor Permansky, please.
So if you want to make a motion, or I'll just call on you, but you can push the request to motion. Councillor Mckay will help. It gets good practice.
Yeah. What'll happen is it'll come up and you can read it or you can just read it off the screen.
That scheduled regular standing committee meetings will occur in the Douglas Cardinal Boardroom at at St. Albert Place with an option for committee members or other council members or the public to attend to participate through an electronic platform unless council directs a different mode or location for standing committee meetings.
Which,
It should be for a particular council meeting, isn't it? I'm looking at C.
I'm looking at my agenda package and it's different from what's on the screen. So you're right. I'm just looking.
Time to change it?
Up there.
Time to change
It should say for a particular council meeting,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Okay, it's correct on the screen now.
Yeah, this, because it wasn't standing committee. We're still dealing with council. Right.
We got a little ahead of ourselves here.
It's okay. It's all good. All right. Any questions of administration before I accept that motion? Yeah, he did. It's one on the screen. Yeah. All right. Seeing no questions, I will call for the vote.
The one up there is not the one he read. That's a regular schedule.
What's the problem? What's the problem?
Yeah.
The one that's.
This
on
is the right motion.
The one on the screen is the one that's in our package, isn't it? And the one that he read is different.
But we're voting on the one on the screen. Read it one more time, Councillor Killick.
On my screen, it says the scheduled regular council meetings will occur in the council chambers at St. Albert Place with an option for council members or the public to attend to participate through an electronic platform unless council directs a different mode or location for a particular council meeting.
That's right. Okay. Any questions? Yeah. Go ahead. Oh, so can we go back out of voting progress? Okay. So Councillor Bermensky, push request to speak, and then I will be able to see it. There you go. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, press the button, yeah.
Okay. I just had the question related to the online variance in that.
Ask away.
Well, it's scheduled, council meetings is scheduled in this chambers, but I want to know the choice of the online choice as well.
So yeah, the motion says that you can participate electronically or in person.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't perfectly hear the question, but if it was to the effect that would council members have a choice to participate online or in this chamber, the answer is yes. It's built into the wording.
Which is new for this org meeting. Yeah.
Yes. Never been done before.
Any more questions? Good. All right. All right. I will accept Mr. Killick's motion and call for the vote. Sorry, Councillor Killick. All right, voting's closed. And that passes unanimously. Councillor Bermansky, do you want to make a motion? It'll be the very next one. So push the request to motion button on your screen. There we go. I see it, and I just register, and then it will pop up. Or it's in your agenda package. A lot of people just use their agenda package to find their motions, and some people read them off the screen. Yeah. Yeah, this Granicus system isn't our favorite. Yeah. on the big screen works too?
That the next organizational meeting will occur on October 31st, 2022.
All right, any questions on that? I want to know if we're allowed to dress up because it's Halloween.
It's not covered in the procedure bylaw.
Is that the discretion of the mayor?
I will research Robert's Rules of Order and give you an answer at a later time.
Sorry, Councillor Hughes has a question.
Yes, so what I'm wondering is, I know we're scheduling the next one, but in the event that this council chose to change out from the 2 committee to the 1 committee structure before October, is that an option with the way we're doing it?
If the question relates to the organizational meeting, you don't have a choice. The act of the Municipal Government Act states that it has to be the second month. Sorry, it has to be within 2 weeks after the second Monday in October. And that's really the only available day.
No, I'm wondering, do we have the flexibility? I'm not changing about this. The 2 committee structure we have, in the event that we chose to move it ahead and go back to 1 committee, for example, before next October, can we do that without having an organizational meeting, or are we basically now locked?
We would just amend the calendar.
Yeah, you can. There's the calendar you're adopting now is not set in stone. It can always be changed at a regular council meeting by majority vote of council.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. All right, I see no more questions. So Councillor Bermansky, I accept your motion and I'm calling for the vote. Voting is closed. Passes unanimously. All right, Deputy Mayor roster. Councillor Mackay, you up for this one?
Yep, I can do it, and I can do it because somehow I got summer again, but whatever.
I do that on purpose.
Yeah, okay. That the following roster for deputy mayor for council year 2021-2022 is established, and that in the absence of both the mayor and the deputy mayor, the next scheduled deputy mayor shall assume the role of acting mayor. A lot of mayors in that. 2021, November to December is Councillor Broadhead. 2022, January and February is Councillor Jolie. 2022, March, April is Councillor Hughes. 2022, May and June is Councillor Bermansky. 2022, July and August is Councillor Mackay. 2022 is from September to October is Councillor Killick, and then we go back to the top again.
All right, any questions on that before I accept the motion? Because I'm going on vacation.
All right. Okay.
Seeing no questions, I will call for the vote. Voting's closed, and that passes unanimously. Okay, now we're on to the committee stuff. All right, Councillor Jolly, why don't you do all 3 at once? Is that okay?
Yep, that sounds great. So that the schedule for the regular meetings of the Community Living Standing Committee and the Community Growth and Infrastructure Standing Committee will be as shown on the adopted calendar attached to the November 1, 2021 agenda report entitled Organizational Matters. That meetings of the Community Living Standing Committee and the Community Growth and Infrastructure Committee will commence at 9:30 and 1:30 p.m. respectively, unless a different starting time for meetings determined at or before the time that the agenda for that meeting is established pursuant to Section 1111 of the Procedure Bylaw. And that the scheduled regular standing committee meetings will occur in the Douglas Carpel Boardroom at St. Albert Place, with an option for the public to attend or participate through an electronic platform unless council directs a different mode or location for standing committee meetings.
Just clarification, I think you missed one. You said council members and or other council members can attend as well online.
So an option members for committee members or other council members or the public to attend or participate through an electronic platform. Yep.
All right, any questions on committees? Seeing none, I'll call for the vote. Voting is closed. Passes unanimously. Meeting adjourned. Is that right? Do we look at the agenda?
That's it.
Yep, that's it. All right, so that was a crash course. On the 15th, we'll go through it really slow. Yeah. Well, yeah, actually, you're right. We have budget tomorrow too, but we don't really be making motions or anything, so